Hey guys, Chris Lopez from Kettlebell Workouts.com, and I've got a killer ab exercise for you right now. Now, it's not a traditional ab exercise, I guess, but it is one of the best abdominal exercises that I think you can do with your kettlebell. And you're doing a bent over row. Now, the reason why it's a great exercise is, number one, the way you're going to do it with the kettlebell is you're going to do it for high reps. So lots of reps so that there's a lot of abdominal endurance involved. Number two, remember the role of your abdominals isn't necessarily to move your torso around, but it's to stabilize your torso at various angles. So what we're going to do is, because when you're doing a dumbbell row, you're offset or you're weighted on one side, so your abdominals are going to have to brace to really try to keep your back and your torso straight. So you get a great ab workout. And number three, in addition to abs, you'll get a really great workout for your grip. It's great for mental toughness, and it's great for your upper back as well. So all the postural muscles. So I'll give you a couple of variations on why or how I do this exercise. The first way to do it is just like a traditional bent over dumbbell row, which is using a standard weight bench. So what you want to remember is when you're doing a dumbbell row, you got to make sure that your hips and your shoulders are square. So I've got one hand down and one knee down, and my back is arched. And that's probably the first thing that you should really make sure that you're doing, is arching your back and getting a good tight arch there, and then not wavering from that point. Then you're going to grab your dumbbell or your kettlebell. You're going to brace your abs and really focus on that brace. So with the weight on the kettlebell, your body's going to want to tilt downward, and you're going to try to get some rotation. You're going to end up getting rotation in your spine. You want to prevent that rotation and really focus on getting a lot of retraction when you're pulling with your scapula, so that you're getting a lot of your upper back work and some bicep work and some grip work as well. As you bring it down under control, you're going to prevent that rotation of letting the weight take you. So I'm bracing my abs right now. I've got my 24K kettlebell, and I'm going to grow up and then pull back and retract my spine and then come right back down, and make sure that I'm not rotating down and letting that weight take me. So I've got a good brace, nice and tight, all the way up and then back down. So for standard dumbbell rows, or in this case kettlebell rows, I mean the average program will take you through anywhere from 8 to 15 reps. Well, if you want to do this for your abs and you want a really strong upper back with great postural muscles, take it up to 30 reps, or even do it as much as you can. And the TT Kettlebell Revolution, what I like to do is I like to start you off at a high rep number, and then each successive workout, I want you to beat that rep. And we use that as a finisher. So there's one way that you can use the high rep dumbbell row. Now, I've shown you the version on the bench, and then let me show you the version on the floor, or without the bench if you don't have one at home. So pretty much the same principle. You're going to set yourself up in a staggered stance. So my left foot is pointed straight forward, my right foot is pointed at a 90-degree angle to my left foot. So I'm kind of like at a complete right angle. I've got the kettlebell right here. I'm going to rest my left forearm on my knee, and I'm going to brace my abs. So essentially I'm getting into that same position. Now this is great because, number one, you're based on the floor, so you're ground-based, so you'll get a lot of stability work. And in addition to that, you'll get a lot of hamstring flexibility and hamstring work, because you've got to maintain that position throughout. Your hamstring is in a bit of a stretched position when you're down on the ground like that. So I'm going to be here, abs braced nice and tight. If you want to get a little bit more firing in the back, you can take your hand, your free hand, and put it across your lat and kind of focus on the serratus and the lat firing to keep the shoulder down and back. And then from there, you're just performing your row. All the way up and down. Remember, you're not rotating. You're squeezing your shoulder blade, getting a lot of grip work, and go for really high reps. Now, the beauty about it, again, is that with the grip work, it'll help a lot with your swings. What I find with my swings is that my grip has a tendency to give out before anything else, before the bigger muscles like my glutes and my hamstrings and those muscles there. So by doing high rep dumbbell rows or high rep kettlebell rows, you'll get a lot of grip work, and you'll make your hands a lot stronger, and you'll get really vascular in your forearms as well. So that's probably one of my favorite ab exercises to do. I like to do it to finish the workout, and each successive workout, I challenge you to get a little bit more in terms of numbers to finish off. I'm Chris Lopez from Kettlebell Workouts.com, and that's one of my favorite ab exercises.